recently learned about the magnetic field of the heart, and there's now this scientific research that has been able to calculate that we have a magnetic field around our body, we have a magnetic field around our brain, and we have a magnetic field around our heart. And they can actually scientifically evaluate and take in some information about these three different magnetic fields. And the heart magnetic field, the new discovery is that it's unbounded. And so our heart, and I invite you to just bring your hands to your heart and close your eyes as I speak about this and just kind of feel into this possibility. So the magnetic field of the brain and the body has a circular container to it. The magnetic field of the human heart is unbounded. It actually is a field that extends out, and they are not able to find any end to it. Now, I don't know what that means exactly, but what that meant to me was that our heart magnetic field potentially extends limitlessly. And this is what the scientific research was saying, is that according to their ability to measure, they feel that the magnetic field of the heart is unlimited, and that it actually extends out beyond our body, beyond our home, beyond our state, beyond our country, and perhaps even beyond our world, out into the universe. And I took a deep breath when I read that, and I just imagined my heart field, and I would like to invite you to do this, going that far out, beyond our state, beyond our country, and perhaps even, and you can visualize this, out into the ethers, out into the infinite realm. And so we have this capacity to be connected in the heart field with all of humanity at this time, and with each other as we practice this morning together. And we have this capacity to be in touch with our loved ones who are near and far, and even perhaps our ancestors on the other side. Who knows? But I just want to invite you to visualize that today, that the magnetic field of the heart, as far as we know it, is unbounded and just extends forever. It's just this permeable field that has no boundary, and I think that's quite beautiful. And so in the next couple of breaths, just close your eyes and let's feel ourselves connecting with one another. And let's feel ourselves connecting through all of the planet and out into the cosmos, and let's just connect with love that is everywhere. Light, spirit, benevolent force. Just connecting and letting ourselves fill up. And then gently releasing, we'll bring our hands together and rub them. We're going to tune in with the Adi mantra and the Mangala Sharan, chanting to create a sacred space, to invoke and empower our spiritual presence and the guidance within. Go ahead and bring the hands to the heart center, sitting nice and tall. Taking a couple belly-centered breaths. And if you're new to the mantras, feel welcome to just join in as you are ready, or to just listen to the frequency and to meditate into alignment with your highest self. Take a deep breath in to begin. Take a deep breath in and become very, very still. Hold the breath and align to earth and sky. Feel the crown chakra expanding upward. Feel the root chakra grounding, rooting, centering, connecting. Drawing energy up from the earth. Drawing this energy up through the body, through the heart, through the lungs, through the voice, the throat, through the mind. Connecting upward all the way into your own magnetic field and out into the infinite space. Feel also the heart projecting like a great disc of energy, just this huge unbounded field. Visualize your own magnetic field of your body, your aura, your radiant body, your subtle body, your pranic body. Visualize your heart center connecting beyond this planet out into all that is, connecting to the light, to the benevolent force of existence. Taking a deep breath in and holding the breath. As you're ready, gently releasing the breath, we'll bring our hands like so. We'll just interlace them and hold them in front of the heart or third chakra area, wherever they rest naturally, just creating sacred geometry with our bodies, creating a triangle. You can look down and see your own triangle. And we're going to chant the Mangala Charan 3 times, closing the eyes, gazing into the third eye, and visualizing beautiful, beautiful light surrounding us, light of guidance and protection. Take a deep breath in to begin. Ad Gure Name, Jugar Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Sri Guru Deve Name. Ad Gure Name, Jugar Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Sri Guru Deve Name. Ad Gure Name, Jugar Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Sri Guru Deve Name. Deep breath in, hold the breath, sit up nice and tall, align the head, neck, and spine. Fill yourself with breath, hold the breath, squeeze the locks, Mula Bandh and Jalandhar Bandh, sealing in the energy, top and bottom. Whole pelvic floor, lifting and squeezing, chest opening, lifting, lower belly pulling back, chin dropping down and back slightly, focusing the gaze into the third eye, holding as long as is natural for you, allowing the exhale to be a surrender, and gently releasing. All right, you're gonna see me modifying my legs today. I've got a knee that is tender, and this is I can actually do this today. This is great. So you'll see me kicking it out quite a bit, and that's just a lovely reminder for all of you to adjust and adapt so that you feel physically comfortable as we do the practice. Your lower body, when we're doing seated work, is really supporting the openness and expansionness of your spine. So you can sit in any way that allows your spine to be straight, even if that means sitting up on the edge of a chair or the front edge of a couch. That's also always good for this seated work, okay? So we're gonna start with Sufi grind. We're gonna start clockwise. And I usually like to get my pillow out from under me for this so that my bum is just flat on the ground, because you're really leaning back and to the side, forward, side, and back. So getting that space where the spine can go in all directions in this beautiful open spiral. Some nice releasing breaths, closing the eyes. And let's add our own sacred sound to this movement. So we're going to chant the sound of the sacred feminine divine, which is Ma. One way to connect with that force is Ma. So I want to invite you to just add Ma, 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 Ma. And continuing, there's no wrong way to do this. You're really just playing with your voice, and you can harmonize with my voice. You can slide with your voice. And if you don't feel like making sound, you can just breathe and just take in the vibration of Ma. So we're just dialing in to our own vibrational frequency, adding breath and adding mantra to deepen that attunement. Ma, Ma, taking a nice deep breath. Let's reverse directions. We'll circle the other way, and let's open ourselves to the frequency of the divine masculine by chanting Ra, R-A. Ra, 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 Ra. So continuing that, find your own natural frequency. So you're not trying to match me, you're just playing and finding that vibration that really feels whole and resonant and satisfying. Our practice today is about releasing and resetting. And last week I asked if there were any requests, which, by the way, I always take requests quite seriously, and I love it when you ask me for what you want. And someone asked for emotional release. So part of what we're doing today is really going to tap into opportunities to release deep emotional layers that are ready to be opened and released. Let's take a deep breath, come to center, bring the hands to Gyan Mudra, thumb and index touch, palms facing up. And we're going to take a big breath in, sit nice and tall and straight. As you hold the breath, again applying the locks, Mula Bandha, squeezing the pelvic floor, the perineum, the rectum, the sex organs, everything squeezing up. And then the low belly just beneath the navel pulls strongly back. You thrust and open the chest. Drop the chin slightly back and down. Straighten up through the spine in both directions. Holding the breath as long as is natural. You can do this a couple of times, 2 or 3 rounds, just becoming very still. And the final touch is the gaze. So gazing into the third eye. I like to describe this as finding a natural, my eyes are closed, but I'm finding a natural focal point, which is for me just right out in front, and I just gaze into that like a beam. I like to visualize a beautiful setting or rising sun out in front of me on the horizon and just take in that light. And when you're ready, we'll move into spinal flex, putting the hands onto the ankles or the legs, and we're inhaling forward and exhaling back. You want to be able to hear your own breath, okay? And we're going to add mantra Sat Nam. So as you inhale, and you can do the mantra silently or you can whisper it, you could even chant it out loud. So we're saying Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Again, choosing to chant, whisper, or silently vibrate Sat as you come forward, Nam as you come back. And Sat Nam means truth is my vibration, truth is my identity, truth is my frequency. Beautiful, beautiful. With your next breath, gently coming to center, hands again to Gyan Mudra, resting on the knees, palms facing up. Get 2 or 3 rounds of breath retention and apply the bandhas. Mula Bandh, Jalandhar Bandh. You'll also hear it Mula Bandha, Jalandhar Bandha. Holding, aligning, resting into neutral mind. Allowing the exhale to be a surrender. And when you're ready, we're going to come down onto the ground. And hands can come underneath the hips. We're going to take our legs up and take them into double leg lift. Inhale up, exhale down. Good, really feeling your breath, moving the breath with the body. Beautiful, beautiful. And then both legs come up and we reach up and grab them and just stretch. And then you can open the legs. Holding on to the ankles or the shins. If you have a little bend in the knees, that's okay too. Let the back feel really relaxed. If you can straighten the legs, that's fine. You can circle the ankles a few times in each direction. Now we're going to take the legs up and the arms up, and we're pointing the toes. I know you can't see my toes, but they're pointing. We're going to bring our hands into Shuni Mudra. This accesses the energy of the sun, brings us energy and vitality. We're holding the legs up and the hands up. And if it's hard for you to get your legs straight up, just you can either bend them all the way or have a slight bend. Just see what feels good. We're going to add breath of fire to this. So head is centered. Eyes are closed, face up towards the ceiling, and we add the breath of fire. Breath of fire is inhaling and exhaling through the nose. I think everybody here in class today knows breath of fire. Beautiful. Each exhale, the belly coming towards the spine. Beautiful. Good. And Jenny, what happens if you point your toes? See how that feels. If it gives you cramps, you can flex it again, but see about the pointing. What happens here is we're just creating lines of extension that are very fluid. Opening our energy, we're affecting our magnetic field with this posture. Clearing and recharging. Opening the nervous system. Now push all the breath out. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold the breath and squeeze the locks. Mula Bandh, squeezing. Jalandhar Bandh is already kind of there. You're just gently lifting and opening the chest. It's very subtle. Holding the breath. And as you're ready, exhaling. We're going to begin to make circles with the legs, and we're going to circle out and in. Out and in. I wore terrible pants today. They're falling off. Here we go. Big circles that come towards the head and out and back. That's it. Good. Good. And the hands can stay as they are, or they can come down. So that's your choice. The hands and the arms are now supporting us. They can come down and even go underneath the hips like we did with double leg lift for a little extra support in the back. Good. And as we continue these leg circles, we're going to add cannon breath. So cannon breath is breath of fire through the mouth, through O mouth. That's it. So O mouth cannon breath, big leg circles. Beautiful. That's it. That's it. Good. Now reverse the circles and go the other way. And you're going to pace yourself with your breath. So if you're finding that your breath is ready for a break, you're going to blow all the breath out, but keep the circles going if you can. Now we're going the second direction. Beautiful, Fritzy. Beautiful, Megan. Yes. Good, Maddie. Good, everybody. Jenny, wonderful. You guys all look really good. Yeah, so pacing yourself with this cannon breath means you're continuing with the breath until your body says, that's enough. And when your body says that's enough, you're going to push all the breath out. And you're going to take a big breath in through O mouth and rushing nothing. You're taking your time with that transition. And you're just going to hold the breath and continue with the leg circles until you're ready to release. And then you're going to come back to it. And you could do a couple rounds of integration like that before you go back to the cannon breath. So pacing ourselves as to how long we're doing these breath of fire practices today. This is much more advanced, but you guys are ready for it. I'm giving you the opportunity to really listen to your body and pace your breath in your own way. If these powerful breaths are making you feel kind of nauseous or not so good, then just do any breath of your choice. Good. Just a little bit longer with the leg circles in the second direction here. You're doing great. And coming to center, we're gonna pause the breath and take a deep breath in and hold it, allowing integration. And you can release the legs down and bring them into the chest and hug your legs. We're going to begin to rock and roll. Inhale up and exhale back. We're going to come all the way up and come onto our bellies into Sphinx pose. And just give me, if you're having trouble hearing my voice with the music, go like this. Give me a thumbs down. I just want to see if everybody's okay. All right, you guys can hear me. Good. I'm trying a little different today. Okay, I'm going to turn the music down while I explain this just so it's clear, and then I'm going to bring that back in for us. So we're going to come into level 1 is Sphinx. So this is very supportive to the low back and gentle on the spine. My elbows are right underneath my shoulders. My hands are shoulder width apart, fingers spread wide and relaxed. My feet are either going to be together or hip width apart. If you want to come further into the posture, you can begin to just push up and walk the hands in. Wherever you go, you want to make sure that you bring the shoulders down and the elbows in. So wherever you are, let's do that together. Take your shoulders up and push them down. Take your elbows out and roll them in so that the inner elbow shines forward, okay? And then we're going to do immunity breath, which is breath of fire with the tongue sticking out and the mouth open. It feels very strange and it's super good for us. So here we go. And as you do this, roll the eyes up. Roll the eyes up. Beautiful. We're just going to do this for about 90 seconds. 90 seconds. You got this. You got this. You got this. Keep it going. Keep it going. It starts to feel really strange. Just trust the yoga. Beautiful. Now push all the breath out. Make an O mouth and take a big breath in. Hold the breath and come into the full expression of your posture. The neck should be comfortable and you feel a natural extension through crown chakra and tailbone. As you're ready to exhale, push back into child's pose and just relax. Take some deep breaths and see if you can feel these breaths like Ujjayi breath, where it comes through the back of the throat. You just feel a sense of the throat doing the breath for you, the breath coming through the throat. You hear and feel the breath in the throat. Just visualize and focus this way. And add some gentle rocking side to side if that feels good. Just really relaxing here for another moment. And from here, we're going to inhale and rise up. And we're going to actually come all the way up and reach up towards the sky. And then come back down. So inhale, rising up, reaching the hands up towards the sky. The hands can be separated or come together. And then exhaling back down to child's pose. One more time, and then we're going to come back to the ground. All right, so we're going to come lying onto our backs and just complete a little bit more opening of the body. We're going to come into a lying twist. There are lots of ways to do this. Let's try crossing the left leg on top of the right, just crossing at the knees and dropping the legs to the right. If this is too much, then uncross and just have the knees side by side. If this is not enough, go ahead and straighten out the bottom leg and put the left foot above the right knee. So you have 3 different levels there you can just gently work into. Turn and look towards the left, drawing the left shoulder downward. Taking deep breaths, creating space between the left shoulder and the left knee. You can add self-massage or tapotment. You can add gentle rocking. Whatever feels good. So tapotment is just taking a fist and pounding the body. It feels really good right on the hip here, around that bone where the flesh is. Closing the eyes, deep breaths. This is a time for surrender and letting go. And with a nice deep breath, we'll inhale up and come to the other side. So perhaps crossing the legs or just coming the same way that you were on the first side. That cross leg is too much. Again, the knees just side by side. Maybe eventually straightening out that bottom leg to add more stretch. Adding any self-massage or deportment that feels good, or gentle rocking. Deep breaths, deep letting go. And with an inhale, coming back to center and coming up, we're going to gently roll over onto hands and knees. All right. So our set is about accentuating, supporting, and strengthening our sensitivity and aligning ourselves to be the master of ourselves, aligning ourselves to self-control. So we're supporting our sensitivity and deepening our capacity for self-control. Our first exercise, we're on our hands and knees. It's very unusual, some of the things we do today, but just trust the yoga, have fun, and please feel welcome to make sound at any time. Sound is such a good way to release. So from here, we're coming up and we're tapping the heart, and then we're popping back down, just like this. We're going to keep doing that for a little bit here, and you can add your own breath pattern. Good. That's it. Beautiful. Now, as you continue, I want to invite you to really notice what you're doing here. You're tapping your heart and you're tapping the earth. And I want you to feel what is real inside of your heart and what is real in your observation, your connection with Mother Earth, and connect the two in your prayers, in your thoughts, in your breath, in your sounds. And just take it to the next level by being tender and sensitive to what it is that this represents for you, or what this brings up for you in this moment. A couple more minutes here. Take it into a meditative state. And last one, we're going to come sitting. We're going to use fists and hands. Pound our back. We're going to hit our low back. That's it. Good. Yes. Yes. Keep going. See if you can make any sounds authentically that want to come out with it. Good. Take a deep breath and come to stillness. Let's just bring our hands to the heart center. Fill ourselves up and hold our breath. Apply the locks. And release. All right, now the hands come up here and we tap the shoulders. Bring the elbows up slightly. And just using the palms to tap the shoulders. You can even move the elbows around to get kind of the whole shoulder area. That's it. Good. Make the fingers a little more pointed. Get the tips of the fingers, so rather than flat palms, do the tips of the fingers right at the shoulder area. Any breath that you want to use, and add conscious breath, just inviting the breath to expand and deepen. Whatever it's doing naturally, you just emphasize that. Good. Now the fists come to the belly, and this can be a really sensitive area, so don't go too hard, but you're tapping the whole belly all the way around the belly button, lower belly, upper belly, the whole navel belly area. And this is a great one for sound. Letting out energy. Good. Good. Now your hands come to the chest, and you can use fingertips or fists. And I'm muting myself so I can make lots of sounds too, so I don't want to distract you, but I do want to really encourage you to just make sounds, let stuff out. And if that's not happening naturally, just try it anyways and see how it feels, because we're really trying to open some channels here to allow the emotional layers that have been kind of suffocating us or building up to be released. That's it. Beautiful. Yes. Now we take our legs out straight and we're going to beat the tops of our knees with open hands for just about 30 seconds. Good, and then go ahead and go up and down the inside and outside of the legs. Take your hands down the inside or down the outside and up the other way, just going on the inside and outside in whatever pattern is natural. All right. Now we're going to come sitting comfortable, and we're going to actually beat the back side of the hands. And we're just doing like 3 or 4, 5, and then switch. So you're getting both sides. Both hands getting the back of the hand. That's it. That's it. Good. Now we're going to take our hands and just caress ourselves and just clear any tension. So think about blessing yourself. And there's no wrong way to do this. Just let it be intuitive. You're blessing yourself and you're clearing your energy. And then coming to stillness with the hands at the heart, close your eyes and just take some deep breaths. These exercises are very good for the nervous system. Looks like I lost my glasses. I think I can still see. All those exercises we did bring strength to you. They help to elevate the mood. They produce energy. They develop sensitivity, and they balance our power with our heart and our mind. So it creates a circuitry of balance between the mind, the heart, and our personal power, our will. Some of these exercises also stimulate the inner organs and support the joints and the structure of our bones. Our next exercise is really fun. We do this for 3.5 minutes. We're going to be doing froggy jumps, and I'll show you what we're doing, and then I'll show you a modification if this won't work for you. So we come into froggy position, which is the heels are together and the toes are pointing outward and the knees are pointing outward. And what happens when we start to jump is that the feet are going to separate a little bit. It's just going to happen. It's really hard to land with the feet together. So if they land, but you're landing lightly, you're landing onto the toes. And so what we do here is we jump and we land lightly. And so you can see my feet are a little wider, and that's just how that's going to be when you jump. You jump up and you land lightly. Jump up and you land lightly. Now you may not bend down as far as I do, and that's fine. You could just do that up here. If you're jumping up here, your knees are going to be a little more straightforward and your feet are more straightforward. If you're coming way down, it's more of a diamond. So your knees are going to want to track above your feet, however it is that you're jumping, okay? So we're going to go ahead and do our squat jumps or froggy jumps. Yes, that's it. And these are very powerful. You get a lot of energy going quick here. Just a wee bit more. You're doing so good. A couple more if you can. Good. That's a lot of work. You guys are doing great. 15 more seconds. Beautiful. Beautiful. Such good work, everybody. Go ahead and just hang forward in a forward bend and sway side to side. Notice your feet, see that they're parallel, hip width apart, toes are relaxed, knees are soft, head and neck totally relaxed, just dangling. And gently coming down. All right. So that Kriya was called self-control through developed sensitivity. And you guys did a great job. A great job. We're going to do a meditation now that is called connecting with your source of infinite energy. And this meditation is challenging because it has us do the famous Kundalini torture chamber thing where you have one arm up, okay? And so whenever you're doing these one arm up meditations, it triggers a lot of emotion. It triggers old stuff, new stuff, present stuff. It triggers everything. And so we're going to go ahead and get into the meditation, and I'll talk you through it a little, and then I'm going to put some music on and just let us all go deep. The right hand comes into Shuni Mudra, the ring finger and thumb touching. And this is the mudra that connects us to sun energy or the divine masculine. We're just resting it by our side comfortably with the fingers pointing up. The left hand comes into Gyan Mudra, the seal of wisdom, and I'm going to tilt myself up so you can really see. And it comes up like this. So it's like this angle that comes straight out of the heart. So it's not way down here, and it's not way up here. It's right in the middle. So we're on the clock. We have Shuni Mudra in the right hand, and Gyan Mudra, the seal of wisdom, connects Jupiter and Earth and individual identity all together in one circuitry. And we're just holding this posture. The palm is facing up towards the sky, and it's not curved, it's just open. Straight line from fingertips to heart center. And then we close the eyes and we just start to feel this posture. Feel your pelvis rooting down, the spine lengthening, the chest opening. Beautiful. Whenever a human being is mentally not with his or her own energy and our own inner flow, when we're not with our own inner energy, our truth, and our inner flow, our inner essence, when we're denying who we really are or what is authentic for us, we disconnect ourselves from our third chakra or our personal power. This third chakra, the home of the personal power, is the chakra of infinite energy. So let yourself visualize and connect to this area, this third chakra area, right at the diaphragm as you're breathing and holding the posture. When you lean on this energy, this is a powerful source for you. When we're disconnected, we lean on other people, we lean on outside things. This meditation reconnects us to our source of infinite energy, this chakra. Now, there's a pranayama that goes with this meditation. And as we get into the pranayama, you're going to find that you have tremendous more energy to hold your arm up like this. If at any time during the meditation, you really, really, like your arm is suffering, don't do it now, but try this before you just drop it. Try just resting here for a moment. And if you need to, shake it all out or just take a break and come back strong when you're ready. But try to just stay here. And if you can't do that, I'm giving you a couple options. Now here takes us into the full meditation. We take a big breath in. We exhale fully. As you hold the breath out, you're pumping the navel with no breath in, and you're chanting mentally, Har, 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 each time you pull the navel. So go ahead and take another breath in. Push all the breath out. Mouth or nose, doesn't matter. And as you chant Har, 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 you're silently chanting as you pull the navel, pull the navel, pull the navel. Har, 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 Har. You do that as long as you can. And then you inhale deeply. You may have to take a couple breaths just to kind of gather your energy again. And when you're ready, you push all the breath out. You hold the breath out. You pump the navel and mentally chant, Hut, 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 H-A-R, Hut. This means the creative infinite potential, the creative energy that is unbounded and unlimited, infinite energy of creativity. You're activating and you're renewing this source within you. Get all the breath out and you pump that navel as you mentally chant, Hud, 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 Hud. Hud, 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 as long as you can. And when you need to, you take that breath in, probably through the nose. You exhale deeply. If you need to take a couple breaths in there just to gather yourself, you do that. Beautiful, that's it. Now, I know the arm is starting to feel some things. You're going to be a strong warrior. You're going to be a strong warrior. Now, if it's pain, then take a break. But if it's challenge, then rise to the challenge. Don't just give up. This is where the medicine happens. These meditations are deeply powerful. As we hold this arm up and we struggle through this process, we are revitalizing our capacity and our experience of our personal power. We are connecting to an unlimited source of energy that can flow through us. We're renewing that source. So trusting the yoga and really just sticking with this meditation. I know it's challenging, but you're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. You can do this. Very likely one of the hardest things you've ever done. I know how hard this is. And just rise to the occasion, rise to the challenge, because the benefits are so profound. Rise up, just expand beyond the physical realms. Feel energy from the earth supporting you. Feel energy from the inside of your being shooting out through the fingertips and just effortlessly extending you deeper and more powerfully into the posture, into the meditation. Showing up fully. You're doing a great job. Great job. Last little bit here. Show up fully. You got this. Rise to the challenge. See if you can get that arm at that angle, shooting diagonally. That's it, Fritzy. Beautiful. That's it. Megan, gorgeous. Maddie, so good. Jessica, beautiful. Way to work with it, Meron. That's good. That's good. Ryan, shining. Yes, good. Jenny, so strong. Eleni, so strong. Beautiful. Yes, yes, Fritzy. I see you working hard. Yes, yes. And whatever emotions are coming, this is the opportunity to make some noise and let it out. Rise into the frustration by matching it with sound and breath. You've got 90 seconds left. You got this. You got this. Strengthening your nervous system, renewing your power. Yes, work with it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Last round. Last round. Complete it. Push the breath out. Pump hard, hard, hard. And when you take that next inhale, you're going to hold the breath in and hold the posture. Once you get that full breath in, you're going to pump the belly as long as you can while you hold the posture, but now your breath is full. Full breath in, pump the belly as long as you can. And when you exhale, just shake it out. Do anything your body asks. Give yourself some self-care. Rub that shoulder. Release. Good. Good. All right, we're going to come onto the knees or squatting. We're going to work our way upward. Our final piece is that we're going to just work through whatever is inside of us and whatever's come up. We're going to stretch and dance and shake in our own way. And I just want to offer that this is an opportunity for release. And so you have a lot of freedom here in how you move. And one thing that you can do is stay low to the ground and shake and dance down here. You can also come all the way to standing if you feel. But I want to invite you to start as a seed of awareness, all your awareness inside to what you feel and wherever you're feeling it. And with your eyes closed, you begin to massage or stretch or caress and comfort the places that are feeling tender, okay? So a very inward start, and then as the music continues, just to let yourself come from the inside out and begin to move and shake and stretch in whatever way your body wants, just using this opportunity to move energy, make sound, and release deeply.
Beginning to wind it down. Slowly come to stillness. Slowly come to stillness. Either standing or sitting, wherever you are, just slowly coming to stillness and taking 3 deep integrative breaths. Ourselves down for Shavasana. We're going to come all the way down, lying on our backs, resting for final integration, taking a moment to get set up really nice and comfortable. On your back, resting, just letting go. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, just surrendering.
Inviting the whole body to deepen into the relaxation, softening and letting go. The breath, soft and smooth. Every part of you opening, surrendering. Any tension that you feel at this moment in time, just letting go. Siri Guru Dev Name. Ad Gure Jugat Buddhe Name Sat Gure Name Siri Guru Deve Name. Gure Name Jugat Gure Name Sat Gure Name Siri Guru Deve Name. Feeling inside of yourself the primal force, like a sacred fire. The part of you that is liberated and empowered. Feeling this as a sacred force. Inviting the breath to deepen and breathing into the divine wisdom that is inside of you. Watering this garden of guidance. Breathing into truth and the truth that is taught, that is true in all time and all space, in all realms, in all dimensions. Breathing into this truth and knowing this truth inside of yourself. the truth that transcends space and time. Breathing into this truth and filling yourself with this grounded, anchored aspect of your being. And with your next breath, breathing into divinity, into the divine. See if you can fill yourself with some bliss energy. Just feeling all that is beautiful and good in your life. All the gifts that you've already been given. Breathing in bliss, breathing out surrender, filling yourself with divine force. And then with your next breath, beginning to wiggle the fingers and the toes, beginning to circle the wrists and the ankles. Take a deep, deep breath. Moving the body in any way that is authentic. Perhaps reaching the arms up above the head to stretch through the arms, the legs, the whole body. One more nice deep inhale, and with your next exhale, bring the hands to the body, to the belly or the heart, and take a moment to just compassionately bless yourself. Ask for blessing, ask for guidance. With your own presence, compassionately loving, accepting, and forgiving. And when you're ready, roll to one side and come resting in a fetal position. Just lying here for a moment. Using your hands and your arms to gently push yourself up. Coming all the way up to sitting. We'll bring our hands together and rub them. Taking a couple deep belly-centered breaths, grounding, reawakening, bringing the hands to stillness at the heart center. We'll close with 3 long satnams, chanting to the universe, truth is my name, truth is my vibration, sealing in the practice. Take a deep breath in to begin. Satnam. Satnam. touch into this divine force that flows through us and through all life. And when we touch in here, may we feel a sense of renewal, guidance, and access to our inner wisdom. May we be blessed and may we be the blessing. May we be healed and may we be the healing. Sat Nam.